Here's the main event featuring Butterbean, Eric Esch versus Joe Siciliano of Leominster, Massachusetts. Now,
Butterbean has a lot more fights, 76-7 with 4 draws, 57 knockouts, against a mere 4-3-0 with 2 knockouts. This seems like a mismatch on experience, Jerry.
And all 3 of Siciliano's losses have come by knockout. One was to Peter McNeely, who Butterbean beat.
And not only beat, but knocked him out in the first round with no problem, to where Siciliano was knocked out in 25 seconds. The first punch by McNeely, a left hook, nearly launched him off the canvas.
Now, Butterbean's 417.5 pounds, which is more than 100 pounds over Joe Siciliano's hefty 313 pounds.
Very hefty. And, you know, Butterbean is say it flat out, he's a fat guy, but he carries it well. I mean, he carries it, he's a beefy guy, to where Siciliano, he's just a fat guy.
Yeah, Butterbean's kind of just big all over. Siciliano is just a little chubby.
Absolutely.
And Butterbean has so much more experience, so much punching power. You know, it's really unheard of that somebody with his much power, in his size, has gone as far as he has in the heavyweight division.
Absolutely. And you got to look at it this way, too. Siciliano will need a miracle to win this fight. Siciliano, the only fight that he's ever really won by knockout was that last fight against Jermaine Walker, where he just landed a body shot in the first round, 30 seconds into it, that didn't look too effective, and dropped him down.
That was Jermaine Warner's first professional fight. Jermaine was not ready for a professional fight, in my opinion, and Joe Siciliano took advantage, finished him in the first round. But I think this is going to be a much different story.
Oh,
Joe Siciliano is pumped up. He's storming around the ring after jumping about, I don't know, 7 or 8 inches, probably the highest he's ever jumped in his life.
By far. When he fought Warner, he made it maybe 4 inches off the canvas. That looked like a better jump. He's in better shape. He got at least 5 inches of height there.
He's flying high right now.
And you look at him, he looks very enthusiastic.
He looks confident, but we'll see how long that lasts once Butterbean steps into the ring.
Absolutely. Weeks before the fight, Siciliano has been insisting he's going to shock the world. He's going to knock out Butterbean. Now, we got to say, who's he trying to convince? Us or himself?
I believe he used the phrase, "I'm going to kick Butterbean's ass."
That's exactly what he said. He is going to kick Butterbean's ass.
Let's see him put his fist where his mouth is.
Exactly. And I heard that he's being trained to jab and move. At 313 pounds, how long can he actually jab and move for?
And is jabbing going to be enough to do the job against Butterbean? Butterbean can take a punch. He can dole him out, but he can take him too.
And what Siciliano has to pray for is that Butterbean hopefully breaks an ankle. There's some fluke where he gets cut and they stop the fight, because I can't see him outpointing Bean, and I can't see him I definitely could not see him knocking out Butterbean.
Another possibility is that a steroid needle falls out of Butterbean's trunks at some point in the match, and the referee stops it and disqualifies him.
Or perhaps he could win this fight, Siciliano, like he won his Central Massachusetts super heavyweight title when his opponent was wearing contact lenses and they disqualified him. And now we have Butterbean coming out to Queen's We Will Rock You. That's almost as good as Europe's Final Countdown that Siciliano came out to.
Both great songs, both from the 80s. Very, very good boxing entrance songs.
Absolutely. You know, Europe, outstanding band, many good hits. Final Countdown, Superstitious. You know,
keep it going, keep it going.
Well, you look Carrie. I mean, they had so many good hits. Ninja Survive.
It's so hard to choose, you know, out of all those great songs, you know, which to choose as an entrance song.
Well, Virgil Hill used to come out to Europe's Cherokee, and that's another. Europe really has given so much to boxing.
They belong in the Boxing Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
Butterbean is very serious. Remember that his son was just knocked out, and Butterbean is probably, you know, that's on his mind. It has to be on his mind. Whether or not that plays into this fight, we'll have to see, but it could go either way. It could be a distraction for him, or it could be a motivating factor.
I think he's looking at Siciliano, and he's saying, "I'm going to rock you," just like my song said. I think he wants to get in there and get out of there and make sure that Baby Bean is doing okay after that huge punch by Ercole. Man, I tell you, those Butterbean trunks, red, white, and blue there, those colors don't run, but they stretch.
That they do.
Speaking of stretching, those trunks look like they're about done.
red, white, and green, the colors of Italy. Siciliano, obviously an Italian name. Butterbean, obviously a Southern American fried food name.
Fried food name, without doubt.
Butterbean from Jasper, Alabama. The pride of Jasper, Alabama. I can't think of a single other person from Jasper, but I'm sure there's lots of fine individuals there.
Yeah, but Butterbean's the prize.
He is by far the biggest superstar to come out of Jasper, Alabama.
I don't think I can argue that point. And Butterbean, really, he has reinvented himself. I mean, he started out as a novelty act in the pay-per-views, the King of the Four Rounders. He went on, when that started to fade away, he was in the movie Jackass with Johnny Knoxville, where he won the department store heavyweight championship. And then he's recently joined the mixed martial arts circuit and has made a lot of money on that.
Fighting. He's going to Japan after this fight to participate in some martial arts fighting.
Absolutely, and he does well. I mean, in the Tough Man contest prior to his boxing days, he was a Tough Man champion. This guy is money. He's charismatic, and he's coming here for what he believes is a quick and easy payday. Siciliano has something to say about that. And here we go.
Fight we've all been waiting for. Butterbean versus Joe Siciliano getting underway. Siciliano with that jab and move style.
Now that's just a bad jab, Jerry. He's almost like
he's throwing it from the elbow. He's not using the shoulder or the legs. He's just using the elbow to throw that punch out there.
He's flicking it, and Butterbean hit him with a jab right off the bat. And right away, Siciliano holds. This might be his strategy here. Hold.
I wouldn't want to be on the inside with Butterbean. That's where he's going to be the most effective.
I don't think you want to be on the inside or the outside with Butterbean, especially if you're Joe Siciliano. He's moving.
Butterbean not moving a lot, letting Siciliano come to him, not expending much energy.
And there's another grapple by Siciliano. And we're only, 20 seconds into it.
Oh,
left hook, Jer.
That knocked him back, windmill style. Siciliano looks like he's ready for more.
And that left hook, in all honesty, didn't look that hard. I mean, it caught him, but didn't look that hard to me.
It might have caught him off balance, caught him by surprise a little bit. Butterbean telling the ref, I don't mind if he's inside. That's a good place for him.
Absolutely. I think, look how relaxed Butterbean's playing with him. It's almost like a father who, gets on his knees to box with his son. He knows it's going to be easy pickings.
Butterbean just throwing those ham fists into the body of Joe Siciliano. They're going to wear him down. Those are going to do some damage, even if he's not putting a lot into it.
And a lot of people made a big deal of Butterbean being 417, the highest of his career. Butterbean,
body punches, two right hooks to the body, knocks Siciliano down.
And like I was going to say, Butterbean, if he came in at 617, he would still do this to Siciliano.
Without a doubt. He could fight at just about any weight and be very successful against an opponent of the caliber of Joe Siciliano. He's not a professional caliber fighter.
No, he's not. Right hand that forces Siciliano to grapple again. Siciliano flat out is a novelty act. This fight, we knew what we were getting. It's a circus complete with two elephants. And there's no way Siciliano can win this fight. And now he's moving. See, what does he plan to achieve outside of wearing himself out by moving like that, Jerry?
These aren't going to earn any points with the judges. He's not going to hurt Butterbean by dancing around the ring
and hugging him.
It looks to me as if his hope is just to survive the first round.
And I think you're right. And he just dropped his mouthpiece out to buy some more time. And the ref doesn't even wash it off. He says, you want to fight? You said you're going to knock him on his ass. Go over there and knock Butterbean on his ass. I think Siciliano might have a different perspective right now.
Butterbean
another body shot.
Very strong body shot. Siciliano's just holding on for dear life.
Holding on for dear life, Jer. He hasn't done one effective thing. And there raises his arms, like you said.
He survived the round.
You called it, Jerry. You said he would be content with surviving the round, and it looks like he has been.
Well, if he survives the second round, he is going to jump through the roof.
He'll probably maybe even get like 7 or 8 inches in height.
It's that left hook that wheeled him backwards. Caught him off guard by surprise a little bit.
That stunned him. And I believe here is the body shot that knocks him down. One body shot, one kind of on the hip that helps him down.
Doubling up on that right hook to the body is just the smartest thing that Butterbean could do because Siciliano is totally susceptible to it.
Yeah, and there's a left hook that Siciliano missed by a mile, and another hard right hook to the body that that hurt him. And Siciliano is gasping.
How do you score this?
10 to 8. I was tempted to give it 10 to 7 just from the ineffectiveness of Siciliano. Butterbean 10 to 8 in a 4-round fight to be up 2 points right off the bat is very hard to beat. It's very hard to win when you're down like that. And here we go, round number 2. Clinching again.
Right off the bat.
Yep.
And calling punches at Butterbean. Butterbean just
right hook.
Just swats him down with a right hook. Siciliano didn't see it coming, couldn't do anything about it. He went right down. One punch.
He went right there. Yep. And that punch, not a lot of leverage behind it, but 417 pounds, Jer. That's a lot of weight. And another right hand, and down goes Siciliano.
Just drove him down, drove him right into the canvas.
The referee is calling it a slip.
There was definitely a punch involved in that down.
Without question. That was not a slip. Not that it matters, but missed by the ref. And here
I don't see this fight getting out of this round.
No, Siciliano is winded. He's unskilled, and he's in there with a guy who can actually fight. And there's a body shot. I think Siciliano's giving up.
Every time Butterbean lays a hand on him, he's down on the canvas again.
All that talk was just talk. He had no intentions of trying in this fight, and there he is. He falls down from a body shot. He thinks they're down again, right hand.
Oh, the referee's stopping this fight. His corner's throwing in the towel.
They're throwing 2 towels.
Just for good measure.
The fight's over. I think Siciliano came in here thinking, you know what, I'll do my best in the first round. If I make it out of the first round, you know what, if I'm tired, I'll just fall down, which he does.
Over and over again?
Over and over again, because I think if he keeps on getting up, he thinks there will be the false perception that he's got a great deal of heart. Judging by, when you think about him taking this fight, you might think he has a lot of stupidity.
Butterbean, a very cordial opponent. He's a really good guy. He's very friendly. Doesn't want anybody to get hurt in the ring. He's he's in there to make some money and give the fans a good show.
No, and I spoke with the referee, and he called this fight a disgrace. Well, I want to say half of it was. Butterbean is a good, he's a good fighter for what he did, for what he is. He was in there with Larry Holmes. He built up a good record. He's in the MMA, and he came in here for the easy payday, the 20 grand in his pocket, and now he's got it. You might want to take some of that to pay for the hospital bills of Bean Jr.
Those body punches do a lot more damage than they look like they do. I don't think any of us can really imagine what it feels like to be punched by Butterbean.
Well, Siciliano can now. But I think he gave up before the real punches could land, to be honest with you. And Butterbean, without question, took it easy on his inept fall.
He could have won this in the first round. He could have knocked him out very easily in the first round. Chose to kind of sit back, wait, see what happened. Siciliano just was kind of holding and grappling the whole time. Wasn't doing a whole lot. I'm not even sure if Siciliano landed any punches in the second round.
Maybe when he was grappling and landing those things that he calls punches, I don't know. But it looks like Butterbean is right now saying, Eckerly, get out here right now.
Thanks for tuning in to RSR TV.